My sister laughed as her kids destroyed my house. A day later, she was crying at my feet. My sister Dana believed parenting meant letting kids express themselves freely, which translated to zero consequences, zero boundaries, and zero respect for anyone else's property. Her twin children, Kai and Nella, had learned early that they could do whatever they wanted as long as they did it with enough confidence, and their favorite target had always been their quiet, careful cousin who actually valued his possessions. That quiet cousin being my son, Lucy. The Thanksgiving incident started like every other family gathering, with the twins immediately rushing to Lucy's room the moment they arrived. Dana waved off my protests with, "They just want to play with their cousin." Within minutes, I heard the first crash, but when I went to check, Dana blocked the doorway saying the kids needed space to bond. The second crash was louder, followed by Kai's distinctive giggle that meant something expensive had just broken. Lucy came running down, tears streaming down his face, and said that they were jumping on his Xbox like a trampoline. When I finally pushed past Dana to get upstairs, I saw it. His console in pieces on the floor, controllers snapped in half, games scattered and cracked. Then, like it was the most natural thing in the world, Nella picked up the Xbox and hurled it out the second-story window. "It was already broken anyway," she said with a shrug. When I started yelling, really yelling for the first time in years, the twins ran outside and began throwing rocks from our garden at the house, one hitting the living room window hard enough to crack it, another denting my car. Dana and her husband Sean just stood on the porch actually laughing. Sean was recording it all on his phone, narrating like it was a nature documentary. "Watch the wild children in their natural habitat." Dana called out, "Kids will be kids. They're just excited about the holiday," as another rock chipped the paint off my front door. That's when I stopped mid-sentence, smiled the kind of smile that made Dana's laughter die in her throat, and said very calmly, "You're absolutely right. Kids will be kids." She knew that smile. She'd seen it exactly once before when we were teenagers, and I'd had enough of her golden child routine. The next morning, I knocked on Dana's door at 9 a.m. sharp with Lucy beside me, and when she answered, I walked past her into the house like I owned it. Lucy followed with the same confident stride the twins had used in our house for years. "Lucy wants to play with his cousin's toys," I announced cheerfully, and before Dana could respond, Lucy was already in their playroom, methodically picking up Kai's entire Lego city that had taken months to build. "Tell him to put that down," Dana demanded, but I just laughed. Lucy walked outside with the Lego creation held high above his head and very deliberately dropped it on the concrete driveway, thousands of pieces exploding across the pavement like expensive confetti. He went back for Nella's American Girl doll collection, each one costing more than his destroyed Xbox, and started pulling their heads off one by one while I filmed Dana's horrified face in the background. "This is insane. Stop him right now," Dana screamed, but I just shrugged and said those magic words. "Kids will be kids." Sean came running when he heard the commotion, just in time to see Lucy take Kai's iPad and frisbee it into their pool with perfect form. The twins, who'd been so brave yesterday when destroying someone else's belongings, stood frozen in horror as Lucy found their Nintendo Switch and smashed it against the brick wall exactly the way they'd destroyed his Xbox. Dana called the police, but when they arrived, I simply showed them the video Sean had posted on Instagram of her kids destroying my property. They said it seemed like a civil matter between siblings. After they left, Lucy picked up some rocks from the garden and started hurling them towards the kitchen. One rock hit Dana's precious antique plate collection, and it broke instantly. That's when Dana cracked. She started crying, actually begging, "Please, please just make him stop. I was wrong to let my kids loose at your house like that, but this is too much." "What do you mean, Dana?" I thought. "Kids will be kids." As another plate got smashed into pieces, Dana knelt down on the floor. "Stop!" Lucy looked at her, gave her the finger, and kept throwing.